It's Danny Davidmore. We're here at Edgar's Cantina, and we're joined by Ben Gamel. Ben, thanks a lot for joining us
Thank
today.
y'all for having me.
It's been a blast to watch you play, and I know people were really excited when the Mariners acquired you last year. What was your feeling? You're coming off a year where you're a league MVP. What did you feel like when the Mariners traded for you?
Obviously it's bittersweet. You come up with the same group of guys, your whole career. I played seven years with, Gary Sanchez and Aaron Judge and, Greg Bird, Robert F. Snyder, all these guys I came up with. So, I was obviously very thankful and excited for the opportunity, but, in the same breath, you got to make new friends and, just getting acclimated and stuff like that.
We were down in Peoria the last week of spring training, and I remember, I think the day when they told you that you were going with the Rainiers, I remember watching you leave, and I was thinking, man, I wonder what's going through his mind, because you had a good spring, and yet it was just a numbers game. And so do you just keep the proper attitude and just hope things are going to work out?
In this game, I've been taught to kind of control what I can control, and obviously that was something I couldn't control. Heredia came out and had a great camp. Mitch Haniger had a great camp. Dyson had a great camp. So I wasn't, mad or my feelings weren't hurt about anything. I felt like I did all I could have done to, try and make the team, and, and here we are. So.
This dude is going to ask to touch your hair at some point.
No, I wasn't going to
Tyler Motter.
No, I touched Motter's hair.
It was awkward for everybody.
No,
he's trying to let you know.
You want it?
Yeah, okay. That's pretty nice.
Oh, he was petting him.
Petted him like a dog.
He petted him.
I don't know. What do you want me to do?
He's a dog guy, so
I love this guy.
I'm a dog guy too.
I told him I love watching him play.
Yeah, we like the hair because it looks like there's lots of action happening. The flow and everything.
Did I
is
really
right?
just pet Ben Gamel?
Yeah, you did. You did pet him. Hey, so you said something about how you were brought up with baseball, and the one thing I really focused in on is your older brother, Matt, because I got a chance to play college football with my older brother.
Okay.
Yeah, he was 2 years ahead of me. How special was that? Tell us a little bit about that experience and your brother.
He was very, very highly touted, minor league player coming up, super big prospect with the Brewers, and so anything he went through or gone through, I get his insight from that, and maybe you shouldn't do this or maybe you should do this, just how really told me to pay attention to the way guys go about their business here, and just don't be afraid to ask questions and stuff like that.
Yeah, so he's 7 years older, right?
7 years.
Yeah, and what's he doing now?
He's coaching, and he's commercial fishing with my cousin.
Oh, that's cool. So you guys got a chance to play together. Was it in the Yankee organization?
For about a week in spring training, we got together. Things didn't work out, but it was awesome. Just being able to be on the field with them, and just looking around. Oh, there's my brother. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, and also now that I have kids, I think about how my parents loved coming to all the football games and stuff and watching us play. And how cool is that for your parents?
Oh, they actually they got out to Fenway, so they got to come up to Boston and see me there. And
awesome.
That was pretty awome. Yeah.
I got out to Fenway.
This guy was
too.
here. You might have noticed him. He was the guy. He was heckling.
I was really loud. Sunday's game. There was a pitcher, Heath Hembry, that came in the game.
Yeah, cornrows.
Yeah, he had some bad hair, so I had to let him hear it a little bit. It was quite, yeah.
So it was so bad that service actually noticed.
Oh, really?
Danny, and he's like, yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
It was kind of obnoxious.
Yeah.
I didn't exactly blend in. I also was sitting just down from your guys' dugout. What's the feeling been like this week? You had a win in Fenway, carried that through 3 out of 4 against the Rockies. Have you guys generated some momentum, do you feel?
I feel like we have. I feel like we're playing pretty good baseball right now. Pitchers are really, really doing well. Bullpen's keeping us in games, and, we're swinging it right now. So if we can, do all 3 of those phases, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I told you I really like watching you play, especially, out in the outfield, the defensive plays that you make, but I especially like you at the plate. And I remember last September it seemed like you had some key at-bats. And so if you just take us through, it seems like you're in the moment, you live for the moment, and the spotlight's not too big for you.
It's really just sticking with my approach, and that was big for me last year being up here, just kind of, getting my feet wet, kind of feeling out the guys, and seeing how pitchers are going to pitch me here, and I'm just trying to stay on fastballs and trying to get my pitch.
Hey, Ben, take us back to draft day. You were a 10th round draft choice.
10th, yep.
2010 with the Yankees. Now, the hair thing, the Yankees, they don't allow that, right?
Oh, no. not fans of the hair.
Yeah. So when you came in there, did you have the long hair?
I didn't. No, I've always been clean cut.
Yeah.
You know, I went to Catholic high school, so I've always had rules. You know, I never been able to have a beard or, you know, my hair is long, so I just kind of let it go.
So then once you came here, you're like, screw it, man. I'm gonna be me.
Yeah,
Free
exactly.
flow. Yeah.
But
Are mom and dad cool with it?
Yeah, mom and dad cool with it.
How about the mustache? Because we now see it's shaved off because you went full beard and then you had a mustache for a good couple days.
did.
Because when I saw you Sunday, you had
I had a Fu Manchu for a little bit, and then I had just a mustache, and now I'm gonna grow the beard back out.
Which did you
Okay,
like?
So you went in stages then,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which did you
stages.
like best? How did it feel to have the full mustache? Not the Fu Manchu, because that's kind of stylish and a little bit hipster, but the just straight, unironic mustache.
You know, my dad, when I was little, my dad always had a mustache. So, you know, I just give it a whirl. Why not? Maybe there's some hits in it. We'll see.
Yeah. See, that's what it's about.
That's hilarious. There's some hits in the mustache. He had a mustache at one point, and it wasn't any sort of ironic or, oh, this will be fun. Like, you had it for style purposes.
Well, I mean, mustaches when I was growing up, they were cool to have.
Can I
I
ask
mean,
you
you
a
know,
question?
until I was like
What
in my
in the-
late
what in the
30s or
hell is
something.
an
But the thing
ironic-
that I did that
What
was
the hell is an ironic mustache? What does that even mean?
Well, you got a mustache, but it's not like that you think it looks good. It's that you have the straight mustache with that, people are going to laugh at it. Like Heath Hembry
that
with the
what you're doing?
cornrows.
Somewhat.
Yeah. Okay.
And what is the wearing it thinking, oh, man, this is the cat's meow here.
No,
the
the thing
dog's
that I
tuxedo.
did that was messed up was I got my hair permed. You know, that was
wanna
kind
do
of
that.
weird. That was kind of weird. Now I see that when the Yankees drafted you, you were getting ready to go to Florida State,
Yes, sir.
and you're a Florida State fan.
Big time.
So you can
Big
do
time.
the what do they do? They do
The war chant.
yeah. So you like doing that?
Well, I do. Well,
ya?
yeah, if they're winning.
So do you like that? That's awesome.
You know, I like watching Florida
The
State,
guy
but it's
comes
just,
out and he throws the spear into the field. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You like that?
I don't like it. I like the spear thing, but I don't like the constant. Like the Braves games, they do that all the time too,
Yeah.
and it's just repetitive, and you just hear it over and over.
As
again.
opposed to Go Cougs, which is so unique and novel
Yeah,
each
I'm
and
a
every time
Washington
I hear
State
it.
fan.
Okay.
What
Yeah.
sold you on going and signing with the Yankees out of high school instead of going to college?
You know, seeing my brother go through it, you know,
Uh-huh.
I kind of knew what to expect, and I knew what I wanted to do. You know, ever since I saw him go through it, I was like, oh, I knew I wanted to play professional baseball, and you know, as soon as that opportunity, you know, presented itself, I knew what I wanted to do.
So you spent some time in the minors. Do you look back now that you're like at the big show? I like asking this question because, you know, if you've seen like Bull Durham and like, you know, they talk about how in the show you get like white baseballs at batting practice. And do you look back on what were some of the most sort of Spartan, you know, arrangements that you had? Like, who was it that was talking about like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Yeah, we
Sean
had
O'Malley?
peanut butter and jelly, definitely. Yeah, you know, like just ham and cheese. We used to spring training. We'd go on like an hour bus trip to Bradenton or wherever we were going, and you know, you'd bring these sandwiches with you, and after the game, they're sitting on the bus cooking for hours. It's 120 degrees outside,
Mayonnaise.
so you gotta imagine how good those sandwiches taste after the game.
And now you get here and you got the big spread and describe that, because I hear that about, is that every day you walk in before a game there's a big spread, is that right?
Oh yeah, yeah. We had a lot of sushi and you know, pastas, fish, steak, chicken, all the works.
Just thinking about that sushi sitting on the bus. That would be
Oh
bad
yeah,
news.
instant food poisoning.
Yeah, that would be bad news.
Had you even been to Seattle before you got traded here?
I hadn't been past Arizona
So
as far as West Coast.
yeah, what do you
Wow.
think? It's just
I love it. I love it. The summer's beautiful here.
you had a chance to get out and experience much of it, or probably not.
I saw Pike's Place yesterday actually for the first time. But
People know who you are.
every once in a while, not too often, but
Yeah, if you cut your hair, like, because you were all covered in hair, if you cut your hair and shave and everything, people may not know.
never.
Yeah.
I don't know. The way you're playing, then you're not going to stay anonymous.
Yeah,
for long.
not for long.
Yeah,
That's right.
It is true. It's been a blast to meet you, Ben, and really fun to watch you play and get to know you, and we're looking forward to the future. Thanks so
We're
much.
done already?
Do you have more
You
questions?
got more questions?
Yeah, I
What
want
do
to know
you got?
about the tattoos. What
Okay.
the significance of tattoos are.
Redfish.
What's a redfish?
It's red drum. It's East Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up on the intercoastal fishing,
Uh-huh.
hunting, so
You said your brother is a commercial fisherman now?
Well, my cousin's a captain. He runs a Jody Lynn out of St. Augustine.
Oh, no
and
kidding.
then my brother, when my cousin goes commercial fishing, now when he has like charters and stuff, Matt doesn't go, but when they're commercial fishing, Matt will go.
What's your favorite type of fish to go for?
I'm not big on the offshore fishing.
Uh-huh.
I really like catching flounder
Yeah.
and snook, redfish, stuff like that.
So when you have spare time, that's what you like to do for fun?
I like to fish, yes, sir.
You golf at all?
I do actually. Not well, but I go out there and have a couple beers. I go more for the beers than I do for the golf.
What kind of
you
beer do
could
you
play
go
with
for
us.
when you go for them?
The king of beers.
Oh,
the
yeah?
Budweiser.
Oh yeah,
Do you?
yes, sir.
All right. You got a dog?
I do.
What kind?
I have a white boxer. He's got 2 black eyes. Hank.
No kidding. You got him out here with you?
He'll be out here. My girlfriend will be up in the middle of July, so
Well-
she's finishing up school, and he'll be out after that.
What's the coolest thing about Hank?
Everything actually.
You just said he has a girlfriend. You want to know the cool thing about the dog? What's the cool thing about your
Care about the
girlfriend?
girlfriend.
She's gonna be a nurse.
Oh, that's
She's a
really
nurse in
awesome.
school,
You know
so-
what?
We
Later
weren't
in
done
life,
with
he-
Hank. We weren't done with Hank. You just moved right in. You just plowed into the girlfriend stuff. We weren't done with Hank.
Oh, okay.
'Cause he
Well,
was
what's
gonna
more
tell-
important? I don't know.
He's looking out for Ben. He's looking out for Ben. He's being a good teammate.
Look, I wish my wife. We've been married 24 years. I wish she was a nurse. 'Cause I could use it after 9 years in the NFL. I need a nurse.
I can imagine.
That'd be awesome. That'd be great. That's a great occupation.
Wyland gets home at night. Nurse, my knee hurts.
Yeah, I'm telling you, if you're like going and looking at, if you're a professional athlete and you're marrying somebody, what occupation should they have? Nurse would be number one.
Or masseuse wouldn't be bad either.
Masseuse is
Oh,
good.
would be good.
Yeah.
Like a chiropractor or
How
something
about
like that.
possibly surgeon?
Maybe we should let him go.
Okay.
I'm
All right.
embarrassed about petting his hair.
Not embarrassed enough, apparently. Ben, it's been really cool to meet
Thank
you.
y'all for having me. It's been my pleasure.
Thanks a lot, Ben.